Well, good morning everyone. Another beautiful spring morning here in Ballarat. It's freezing, that wind cut through to your bone. It's probably about 5 degrees, but that wind chill factor's probably around 2. Always manage to find a slow cloud. Anyway, struggling with woodland photography, as I'm sure most of us do. I got a little hack that I use when I can't find a composition, and I'm going to talk you through it. And then I'm going to use this hack throughout this whole entire video as a hack tip, and just take photos doing this little simple trick that I use in my camera. And we're going to go through it. I've got my first image here, so let's do it. So what's this hack I'm hearing you ask? Well, it's not really. I'm not sure if you can see in the back of the camera here. I'll bring it in a second. All it is putting your camera mode in square crop. And I know it doesn't seem like much, but every time I come out, or when you go out with your camera, you automatically set up with your lens on. I'm shooting a 20 to 200, and I think people forget to maybe adjust their camera in different modes, and they just stick to the full frame, or if you're a crop sensor, your crop sensor. So what I'm saying is I'd put my lens on, looking at 20 mil, don't like that. Zoom in maybe to 70 mil, don't like that. Maybe zoom in a bit more, move left or right. But if you're struggling, my camera, again, I only can speak for Nikon, I'm sure all the other camera manufacturers do this, is I can go to a square crop. And by doing that, I'm just focusing in on an aspect of the scene. As you can see here, these trees. Now, going wide, or maybe 16 by 9 or something, or just wide with my 20 mil and zooming in and out, it wasn't working. But just going crop, simple, flicking my camera into crop mode, absolutely cuts out the clutter, gives me what I want, this ratio, and it works perfectly well with these trees down here. And I'll show you what I mean by taking a square crop, and then I might put it in my normal 20 mil, and you can see how it's just cropping these, 4 trees here, instead of having this sort of a vista view of them. So by putting my camera in square crop here, you can actually see exactly the image I want. And if I go across here, I can go to 16 by 9. Now, 16 by 9 doesn't quite work. Although I do like this branch here. You got too much negative space, or too much cloud I should say, up in the corner here, and then all this open grass. So just by looking at that, so that's how I'd normally approach a scene. And then all I'm doing is going to 1:1, boom. Look at this. It's already cut all that space on each side there. And I really just made the image a little bit more tighter, and just focusing on these trees in here. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is put this image up. I'm going to take a few more just in square crop, just to show you how getting rid of that clutter can really help you in woodland photography. So let's do this. So yeah, this is my subject here. It's getting some beautiful side light, and I got this straight tree beside him here, friend. And then I've got this stump down in the corner here, cut off tree, getting some beautiful side light. So I'm trying to work really quickly here. So I've got it in normal full frame mode here, and I'm on the side of the road, so it's not working. I'm getting the road in it. I had to lift my tripod up. And just having too much of that scene, I'd get home and I'd crop it anyway, and I'd play around with it. But so from normal, my 20 mil, zip it across to, oh, that's not it. go back one, square crop ratio. I'm just getting that scene that I wanted. Side of that tall tree, nice side light, and then this leaning tree itself. So I'm quickly going to take that. A little bit windy, so I've had to bump my ISO up, faster shutter speed. Just a surreal and beautiful image, this one. Can't wait to chuck this one up. And yeah, I'm going to move on, get some more square crop ratio. So the wind's doing its thing, it's pushing all my cloud out. And if I'm looking out there, I think it's actually going to be quite a nice day. But I got some light on my subject here that I really like. Square crop ratio again works nicely. To the right of my frame, I got these trees and they kind of curve and they lead you down to this tree in the middle here that I'm shooting. And it's got one of its huge branches has fallen off, lying in the field here or in the bracken. Looks really cool. Again, wouldn't work full frame. Got too much sky up here, which is annoying. I've got a little bit of sky in it at the moment, getting some nice light. Excuse me. Real nice light coming in there. So what I'm saying is that 16 by 9 or full 20 mil, you know, even zoom in at 80 or 85 mil. I don't think it would work as well as a square crop ratio. And that light is now getting a little bit harsh, so lucky I got that shot. But yeah, just adjusting your camera to a square crop ratio, I'm going to keep banging on about it, can really change your perspective. You'd be really surprised too that just by flicking a switch or the dial into square crop, completely changes the scene and opens up a completely different composition. So I urge you to try that with your camera. Hopefully your camera does it, and yeah, get out there and shoot some images. See what else I can shoot. That wind's really picked up. She's cold, man. But I'll chuck this image up and might walk around, not vlogging, grab some images, square crop, give you some examples. Here's this image. Well, here's another perfect example of using square crop. I got these down here. They're actually branches coming down. They're falling off the tree and they look like fingers. But if you zoom in and go square crop, they almost look like trees themselves coming up. And not going home in Lightroom and then cropping it square. Looking through the back of your camera in square crop can actually make this look like a cool image. And it definitely wouldn't work full frame. It's just too much clutter each side of this image. Foreground's not very nice. But if I square crop that, exactly that, and then look down sort of within those trees, I can use those trees down in the background there, sort of an interesting depth within the image itself. So I'm going to take this image. Bloody cloud's gone. Also, little tip, some nice atmospheric cloud does help a lot. But in saying that, if you are struggling in any kind of light, do the old squarey. So yeah, I'll take this image, chuck it up for you. yeah, so legends. Hope that helps, a little tip. I know it's not much, but when you do it, it's quite a big difference. So get amongst it, have a go at the old squaries. And I'm gonna leave. It's my ears, I can't feel my ears even though I've got this beanie on. So get out there, shoot some square crop, have fun. I'll see you on the next adventure. Yeah, have a good one, guys. See you later.